What's up, everybody? So today I'm going to talk to you guys about how my family medicine rotation went and how I think it could have went better and how to prepare for the shelf. Let's get to it. So my family med rotation was awesome. I loved it. It makes me want to do family medicine. That's one of my top contenders right now for what I plan on going to residency for. I'm going into my emergency medicine rotation now, which is also on the short list, so I'm glad that I'll be able to see and compare them side by side. So the family medicine rotation was 5 weeks for me. It was 5 full weeks, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Every day, Monday through Friday. Tuesdays was a half day where it was 9 to 4. So not really sure why they called it a half day, but nonetheless, they called it a half day. So he saw 35 patients a day. Some of them were long. He would spend 40 minutes with a patient, and then he would have a patient like an Adderall refill where he would go in, say, "Hi, how's it going? Is it working for you? Same dose. All right, see you later." Just depends on the type of day he's having. And he also strategically laid out his day to have easy patient, hard patient, easy patient, hard patient. That way they could try to balance out. Even though he was constantly behind, his patients loved him, and I really could see myself doing that. It was so nice. The shelf was interesting. So the doctor I was working with predominantly sees an older generation. He is an older gentleman himself, and we only saw a couple of kids the entire 5 weeks. So that's something that I didn't expect. I was expecting to see a whole family, right? The family and family medicine. But we mainly saw the age of 60 to 80, I feel like was the sweet spot for his clinic, which was nice. It helps me with that age population, which is where most of the questions come from for your shelf, is that age bracket, because you need to know, high hyperlipidemia, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high sugars. That's where the bulk of the questions will go, so it's nice for that. When you're studying for your shelf, UWorld was a great resource. You can also use the AAFP, the American Academy of Family Practitioners, has free questions that residents use, and I didn't use those questions, but I heard a lot of great things about them. I did not use free MedTube. I think I could have, but it was a give and take. I was working a lot of hours, so I didn't get the same amount of time I was expecting to have to study for the shelf. The shelf was actually hard. I thought it was harder than the surgery shelf. Surprised, because I've only had the surgery shelf so far, so the family shelf was the only thing I can compare it to. The surgery is the only one I can compare it to, and I thought it was harder because it's so broad. I mean, you have everything. It basically includes everything from internal medicine, family medicine, cardiology, GI. I mean, everything was in there. So it was a tough shelf. You had to know a lot. My biggest piece of advice is think critically about each question. Don't try to memorize things. I don't think Anki would be a good resource for you for family med. But I'm biased. I hated Anki. I still hate Anki. I don't use it. But yeah, so use UWorld, use Amboss, whatever you want to use. I think that will help you. And then try to correlate something that you learn, because you're gonna see it in clinic the next day. Like I had questions all the time about what drug do you give, and then the next day you see that drug, and it really integrates all of those thoughts and all of that knowledge together. So take advantage of it. Quiz your preceptor. I didn't have a resident to work with. I only had an attending. So it was nice to see how he does things, or how he did things, to integrate that into your learning, his practice, and it really works nice. Just make yourself known that you are interested in family med if you are, and that goes a long way. I ended up getting a letter of recommendation from my guy because I showed so much interest and I worked so hard, and he knew that I'm interested in family medicine. So it worked out in the best. I loved it. It was so much fun. I'm excited for you guys, but that's all I got. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. If you want a specific video, drop it down there. If you disagree with me or want to add something to the conversation, drop it down there. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. See you later.